In today's video, I thought I'd do a quick comparison of the new Lenovo Tab P11 Pro versus the Galaxy Tab A7. And I know what you're thinking. Obviously, the Lenovo tablet is twice as expensive. Why would you compare these two? Well, I think for the most part, that's going to be true, pretty much when comparing any two products. But I wanted to see, do you get twice your money's worth with the Lenovo Tab P11 Pro over the Galaxy Tab A7 by Samsung? I'll leave links in the description below with current pricing and more info on both tablets. So let's go ahead and start comparing these and find out. Now, when it comes to the cameras on these two tablets, I think the Lenovo tablet is definitely a little bit better than the Galaxy Tab A7, but neither of these tablets are really that good at low light photography. So even though I do think the Lenovo does have better cameras than the Galaxy Tab A7, it's not by much. Here's a few samples just to give you an idea of what to expect from each tablet. So if you want the tablet with better cameras, then yeah, you probably should go with the Lenovo Tab P11 Pro. Now the speakers on both tablets are nice and loud, but it's pretty obvious once you put them right next to each other. The Lenovo speakers sound less distorted and just have a better sound quality with a little bit better bass. Here's a quick sample of the speakers on each tablet to give you an idea of what they sound like. For everything covered in this video, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first case up is by Pro Case, and this is a slim folio smart cover that comes in black or teal. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first case up is by Pro Case, and this is a slim folio smart cover that comes in black or teal. So if you want the tablet with better speakers, then yeah, you definitely want to go with the Lenovo tablet. When it comes to gaming on the Tab P11 Pro, you're going to get HD graphics with high frame rates on games like PUBG Mobile, or you only get balanced graphics with medium frame rates on the Galaxy Tab A7. Weird thing is, you do get higher graphics on the Galaxy Tab A7 on Call of Duty Mobile. Here's some more game footage just so you can see what it looks like. Obviously, most games are going to look better on the Lenovo tablet, and the graphics are going to load a little bit slower on the Galaxy Tab A7. But overall, both played fairly smooth, and I didn't have any issues with either tablet while testing out PUBG Mobile, Call of Duty Mobile, and Asphalt 9. Some of these categories are a lot closer than you think they would, and that's definitely the case when it comes to performance. The Tab P11 Pro barely beats the Galaxy Tab A7 and Geekbench testing at 309 versus 544 on single core scores and 1433 versus 1781 on multi-core scores. Now keep in mind, the Lenovo tablet does have 4 GB or 6 GB depending on which version you get, or you only get 3 GB of RAM on the Galaxy Tab A7. Overall performance is pretty decent on both tablets. I just feel like the performance should be a little bit higher on the Lenovo tablet considering you're paying twice the money. Now there's a lot more to cover on these two tablets than what I'm covering in this video, but probably one of the best features on both of these tablets is really good battery life. During my battery drain test, the Galaxy Tab A7 lasted 7.5 hours before dying completely, which is actually pretty good compared to other tablets I've tested. But the Tab P11 Pro is definitely on another level. It lasted over 10 hours before finally saying, okay, yeah, you may want to charge me now. I mean, just offhand, there's only one other tablet that I've tested that lasted longer than this tablet, and that's the Fire HD 10. I think it was over 11 hours. So yeah, if you want a tablet where you're gonna be able to play games, watch a couple movies, browse online, pretty much all day and still have battery left, yeah, you're definitely gonna want the Tab P11 Pro. Probably one of the biggest differences on these two tablets is when it comes to the screen. On the Tab P11 Pro, you get a slightly larger display with 1440p resolution, and it's an OLED panel versus an LCD display with 1080p resolution on the Galaxy Tab A7. So obviously you're gonna get deeper blacks on the Tab P11 Pro, and when you put these next to each other, the Galaxy Tab A7 just looks faded compared to the Tab P11 Pro, especially at certain angles. The Tab P11 Pro screen just looks so much better than the Galaxy Tab A7 in most cases. I will mention though, if you're just reading text, whether it's on a website or just reading books, I don't know why, but the text actually looks better on the Galaxy Tab A7 and it's lower resolution. Also keep in mind that you only get 32 gigabytes or 64 gigabytes on the Galaxy Tab A7, where you get 128 gigabytes on the Tab P11 Pro. But if you're primarily using this for watching movies or videos, then yeah, you're definitely gonna wanna go with the Tab P11 Pro. As you can see, the Lenovo Tab P11 Pro is a little better in most categories, the biggest difference being the screen size and quality of screen. But is it worth twice the money? I don't think so. I mean, it definitely feels higher quality than the Tab A7, but I think the Galaxy Tab A7 is a pretty good tablet for what you're paying, and it gets a lot of things right. But if you're wanting to get the Tab P11 Pro, I wouldn't buy it at full price. Personally, I would get the Galaxy Tab S7, but if you can get the Tab P11 Pro on sale at say $100 off or something, then yeah, I would definitely get it. The other thing to consider is you're usually going to get more updates on the Samsung tablets versus Lenovo, but Lenovo has been updating some of the tablets that I have. It's just usually you get updates for a longer period of time on the Samsung tablets. Definitely not a deal breaker, but just something to keep in mind. You're also going to get a lot more accessories with the Galaxy Tab A7. Although the Tab P11 Pro is still pretty new, so hopefully there's going to be a lot more accessories available, including the official keyboard case, because I think a lot of people are going to want that, well, depending on the price. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.